Welcome back to Cross Rifle Outdoors. Thank you for tuning in to the Lego Head Part 2. Again, for this video, we'll be using a Springfield XDM. So in our last video, Alliant Bullseye was our top performer. 5 grains gave us 1,205 feet per second. 6 grains gave us 727.2 grains. Now, I got thinking 6 grains should have been more. We should have gotten more combustion with more powder, less air volume in the casing. So I decided to try and get a little higher, see if we can get a higher velocity. So what I've done is on some of the rounds on the Lego heads, I actually super glued 14.5 grains of number 8 birdshot into the head to give it more weight. That gives the overall weight of the Lego head about 24 grains to see if, you know, a heavier projectile we can get a higher velocity. So I've loaded up 3 of each. We're going to do 5 grains of bullseye, 6 grains of bullseye, and 6.5 grains of bullseye. But we've made some changes. So for just the regular Lego head, what I've gone ahead and done is I filled the remainder of the casing with a cotton ball and packed it down tight. So hopefully we can get a good combustion with just the plain Lego head. No number 8 shot lead added to it. Then our next round that we will shoot will be just the powder and the heavier head with the number 8 shot. And then for our third shot, we are going to do the cotton ball plus the heavier Lego head with the lead shot in it. So today we're going to be using our new Shootin' Crony Gamma model. So I'll go ahead and load in. This is going to be 5 grains with just a regular Lego head that only has the cotton ball in it, trying for hopefully a more consistent powder combustion, so we have less of the powder ending up on our table. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot it. 1567. I would say that probably worked. I hope you guys could see all of the cotton ball that came out. Now, whereas we're going to be using the cotton balls, I'm going to lock the pistol to the rear and visually inspect, make sure we don't have anything, you know, obstructing our barrel whereas we're adding cotton to it. But I would say we got a considerably better powder combustion. So moving up, this is the heavier Lego head without adding the cotton ball. So we're going to go ahead and chamber this one and see if we get any differences. Now, this is where we're going to get where I'm more interested to see how much the cotton ball works versus no cotton ball, even though it's a heavier one. Remember, 5 grains of bullseye in our last video gave us 1,205 feet per second. So let's go ahead and check this out. Now we got an error. Alright, we did not have a squib. It definitely went through. So I wonder what caused our error there. You know what? Let's reset the chronograph really quick, and then we'll move up to the 5 grains of bullseye with the heavier bullet, the heavier Lego head and cotton ball combination. Now on this last one, hopefully you guys can hear me from over here, I'm seeing more powder on the table. With the cotton ball, I didn't see as much powder on the table. Now, keep in mind, as I'm loading this, the load that I load for this pistol with a 165 grain bullet is 5.5 grains of bullseye. So, we're just below what my standard powder charge is. But let's go ahead and see what this one gives us. 719.5, and we did have cotton come out of the barrel. And I am getting some powder as I extract the casing. So though, maybe it was just how I had the cotton ball packed on that one. I'm not exactly sure. But let's go ahead and try 6 grains of bullseye with just a normal Lego head and a cotton ball. Let's see what kind of velocity that gives us. See, that was considerably more powerful, 1505. Now we're still getting powder on the table, but not as much. You know, I really thought adding that Lego head, or excuse me, adding lead into the Lego head would make this better. It's kind of showing the other direction. And 5 grains still was giving us what I feel like is a better velocity. Let's try a heavier Lego head, no cotton ball, with 6 grains of Alliant bullseye behind it. That sounded better. 1153. So that ended up working out considerably better than the 5 grains of bullseye. So let's try the heavier head and a cotton ball with 6 grains of bullseye. I wonder if maybe 5 grains is just the magic number. I don't know. Let's see if we can get this figured out. Okay, we did have cotton ball, and again, a slow combustion. Considerably more powder on the table. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. 765.5 feet per second. I'm really surprised by this. I thought the added weight of the cotton ball and the heavier head would do more. It would give us a higher velocity. But then again, I understand the other side of it, because we're changing it to a slower burn rate, and maybe the burn rate's slower. Maybe we need to do this with less powder. Maybe we need to work our way down. If 5 grains is giving us the best velocity, I wonder if 4 grains doing this would give us an even better velocity, because we'd have less volume, less powder to try and get to burn. I don't know. That'll be... maybe we'll do a part 3. I am kind of interested on that. So let's move up to 6.5 grains of Alliant bullseye. This is the normal Lego head with a cotton ball. And let's see what kind of velocity 6.5 grains gives us. 1372. I mean, we're getting some realistically pretty good velocities out of these Lego heads. And just the Lego head with the cotton ball seems to be the performer out of this group. That might be what we have to do. It is kind of cool seeing all the cotton ball come out. Let's try just a heavy Lego head with 14 grains of number 8 lead shot added to it. 6.5 grains of bullseye. Let's see if this will give us a velocity that'll perform. That felt good. 1453. That was considerably faster than the other ones. Okay. I'm still getting a fair amount of powder on the table. This is interesting. Gotta love science, how changing the volume of the casing, or in your casing, and the powder and everything really changes how it performs. And you hear these people say, oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Granted, those people obviously don't know, but it's kind of cool to see this stuff firsthand. Now, let's go ahead, let's fire our last one. 6.5 grains of Alliant bullseye. This is the cotton ball with the Lego head that has number 8 lead shot super glued into it. Let's see if we can get our velocity up. That one, 1552. Now, if memory serves correct, I was too busy talking, but I want to say 5.5 grains gave us that. I could be wrong. I'll have to play back the footage and look at it. But this was a very interesting video to do. I actually really like these. These are kind of cool. They're fun. I get it. They're a gimmick, but I kind of like them. So just for shits and giggles, let's throw in, I've got one of my 165 grain loads with me. Let's throw one of those in, and let's throw it in through the chronograph as a comparison. 1517. So our last load was faster than my standard load. It's crazy. It's awesome. And we're talking, with the Lego head, I have a third of the recoil. Granted, this isn't something I would do all the time. It doesn't cycle the weapon, and there's probably never going to be enough weight to where it will. But this is still cool. I really like doing this. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this. I hope you enjoy these videos. If you think of something that I haven't really thought of in regards to the Lego head, throw it in the comments below and let me know. And if you like parts about this video, throw it down in the comments and we can have a good discussion about it. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.